Introducing skills. Skills are personalized instructions you can give panel to perform on any actions it takes for you, like creating a takeoff, an estimate, monitoring your inbox, or even drafting a schedule. So let's walk through an example. We'll create this new skill for electrical takeoffs and specifically assemblies. So I'll give it a name just as an identifier for myself when looking through my skills. The description is going to be important. This is how panel knows when to use this skill. So let's go through this and let's say use this for all electrical takeoffs to include assemblies. Now the instructions, this is going to be what you actually wanted to do during that run. Now you can use natural language. As you can see here, we're going to restructure this for you so it's agent ready and it can better understand the steps that are required to best perform those tasks for you. Now with the scope, this is where you could keep this just for yourself or share this with your entire company. So if you have multiple estimators, maybe working on different trades, you have an electrical estimator, mechanical, or so on, this is how you could differentiate them. So I'll click on create skill and you can see that it's structuring those instructions for me. There we go. So you can see it's in my list here and all prepared for me. You could enable it, disable it, or edit those instructions at any time. For some other examples, you could browse our skills here across takeoffs, estimating, quality. So you can see here for estimating formatting, this would be running on anytime it drafts an estimate for you and structuring the line items, groups, and so on. You can see how we've structured this out. I'll just create this one for myself. And you can see that it's put that in my list here. And you're all set. Now, once you jump into the skills section, you'll notice that we've preset 4 items for you already. We have the AI research. This is where anytime your agent's going to go online and find pricing for you, you could set your location. You could add in any extra URLs so it prefers those websites over others. Any blocked website domains, if you prefer to not go to any websites, it'll avoid them there. Pricing source priority. This is where you could choose whether it goes online first for pricing, your database first, or one or the other. You'll notice the AI scope of work. This is where, as it's generating that scope of work on your estimate, and you'll see that section on the estimate preview, we have that in another video as well. You can give it instructions for any standard inclusions, exclusions, or the overall format. And lastly, pricing knowledge. This is where you could upload any unstructured data. I always say use the database section for any structured information like you have maybe an Excel sheet and follow that price book format. But people will use the pricing knowledge to upload the last 5-10 estimates, or they'll go to their supplier and ask them for a pricing list. So you could upload that here and your AI is going to use that as obviously its pricing knowledge when looking through pricing on that estimating standpoint. Lastly, as you're chatting with your agent, if at any time you need to create a skill, you could ask it to create a skill for you, or even just to remember a preference. So as you can see here, I was asking it for pricing on an EV charger, and all I told it was remember this for later, and it included it as a skill in its remembered memory. As always, if you need additional help, you can check out our articles, YouTube videos, or schedule help. See you inside panel.